Oh, I know. Absolutely. No, that's funny. So how was your trip to the West Coast? Did you do anything that you could talk about out there?
Look, dude, let me tell you. I went to Vegas, and 10 years ago, Vegas, I could write a book. I mean, just an awful, dirty book of dirty, awful things that I did. But now I'm married. I just quit smoking like 6 weeks ago. I went on a diet 3 weeks ago because I was just a mess. And so Vegas, I was just hiding in my room, literally just hiding.
Are you still sitting across from your wife?
No, she's downstairs now, but she knows. She knows. She knows what she got to do. She knows what she signed on for.
But
she knows that I'm a hunk of garbage. You know what I mean? I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't use drugs. I'm on a diet now, so no carbs and sugar. Again, for the 19th time in my life, I'm fat. Now I'm going to get skinny again and look great, and then get headshots and have a new website, and then get fat again and have disappointed people show up at the shows. It's tough, man. Smoking's the hardest one of them. Sex, I don't do any more sexual deviant stuff because I'm married. So that was at least the cool thing. You know what I mean? You could just be a freak sexually. I mean, but now that's gone.
Well,
I'm actually having sex to have a baby. What we're supposed to have sex for, I'm actually doing. I'm finished. It's a wrap.
It's over.
Well, congratulations, buddy.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah. Well, that's not happening either. We're trying for a year, so. But I did get my results back. My little boys and girls are all good. I got the results back today.
Nice, man. I wanted to ask you too. I brought up the pictures on your website. You were out in Vegas, and you performed at the Playboy Club. I mean, it looks gorgeous, man. Can you tell us about that performance? I mean, was it a cool place to perform?
Yeah, I mean, Vegas is a cool place. I like Vegas, but it's mainly fans and people who are out there on vacation just got tickets. You know what I mean? Vegas, there's so many shows. Every place has 19,000 shows going on. Every casino, the crappy casinos, the great casinos. There's literally a million things going on at once in Vegas. So, and all people are trying to do is find something to do. That's what Vegas is. You go there. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do now? What do you want to do? Vegas is the most stressed out vacation I've ever been on. It's just, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Nobody just sits by the pool and relaxes. And if you go to the pool, 6 mafia rap band's going to come out at one point and ruin that. So it's there's just hot chicks around you. You feel like a fat slob. Vegas to me is not the best place to go to vacation, but to do comedy, it's easy. You just go up. It's nonchalant. The shows are like an hour and a half. The Palms is a good place too because it's like a real show. They put on like an old school lounge that they have that Court Macau put together. It's like one of the only places in Vegas that has that old school feel. And they have a couple bunnies hanging around too, the Playboy bunnies. But the crowds are good, man. They're easy. It's nonchalant. You do your thing, and and then I have to go back to my room. Back in the day, it was the best because then you'd go and do evil stuff all night, and then go get eggs somewhere. But, now I do my show. I go play a quarter slot machine. I head back out to the room and have a Medifast shake.
Things are really cooking when you get off the stage.
If you could have saw me, I'm in a suite, a king size bed with socks on, anklet socks, tighty whities, looking out across to the other Playboy Tower at the Palms with the top floor. I mean, partying through every floor. You could hear the beat coming off the top from the dance club where DJ whatever is up there just spinning albums. I'm just naked in my king-size bed watching the Green Lantern.
At least you know that your boys can swim. Well, your boys and your girls. So,
Yeah, and they'd all be disappointed with Daddy if they could see where he was.
Oh, no. Sexy.
they would just be like, oh, they'd just go back in. They'd be like, you know what, let's not do this. This guy stinks. I don't want to be around this guy. You want to be around this guy? Or they'd have to buck up. Rock, paper, scissors. Who's going into the egg? Because I don't want to know this person.
Bobby, we're looking forward to the show tomorrow night at 84 Park. Do you have anything coming up that you want to talk about?
Well, you know, my new app is coming out. I got all kinds of stuff happening next year. Should have did this gig next year.
We'll have you on again, buddy.
Well, I probably won't be able to do it next year. Hopefully, with all this stuff that I'm working on happens, I'll be too famous to actually talk to you. But
I appreciate those heartfelt words from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
This is the first time I've done AM radio in around 18 years.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I got a new I got a book coming out next year called Cheat with me, Billy Byrne, Joe DeRosa.
Nice.
Through Simon & Schuster. That's going to be a pretty big deal. And then we got some other stuff happening I really can't talk about. But I got my podcast on gloryholeradio.com. The You Know What Dude podcast is happening. I do once a week, me and another comedian, we just hang out and talk for an hour and a half. It's pretty funny stuff. Pretty, honest and funny. Not always that funny.
So
sometimes pretty crazy and honest.
There's no real set time.
Yeah.
You guys either go for an hour, you go for an hour and a half, however long the conversation takes.
Nope. Yeah, my thing's real portable. Sometimes I'm, at a comedy club. Sometimes I just take it with me. Like last week was Colin Quinn. The week before that, we did Live from the Cellar. Artie Lang and Amy Schumer just came down. I was doing my podcast. They sat down. And it's pretty crazy. Usually I do it with Joe DeRosa. Me and Joe will do it at my house, who's a funny guy. But so on iTunes, Stitcher, all that stuff. So check it out.
All right, buddy. We appreciate you coming on the show, and I'll see you tomorrow night.